Hi everyone, hope everyone's doing well. So it's currently mid-August, early mid-August, and I've just been doing like a recap of July and just trying to figure out like what worked, what didn't, how can I do better. And to be honest, I can't believe we're so far into August and I'm only doing this now. It just goes to show that I carried some of the effects of July into this month, and this July was by far the worst July ever. And to be honest, a couple of years ago, I did another July vlog, and that July was also the worst ever. I don't know what's going on with the Julys, but yeah. If you are shocked by my hair, it's washed, but there's no product in it. So I have to leave it like this up until I can get some product in order to style it. Just addressing the elephant in the room. So, what has been hard? I think the number one hard thing has definitely been my savings challenge. So when did I start saving? I think about 3 months ago, I officially started like hardcore saving. And honestly, there's just been several things that makes it super hard. Number one, just suddenly being able to allow yourself to want certain things has made it hard. Like there's so many things I still want, but the number one reason why I started saving was to A, take care of my debt, and B, buy a car. So those have been my main motivators. But because it's so long term, sometimes you just get not really complacent, but sometimes you just want something to make you feel better in the moment. Right now, the top thing that I want is a juicer, because I'm just tired with like fast food life, and I just want to replenish my body with like lots and lots of raw fruits and veggies if possible, but mainly fruits. And so I really think that investing in the juicer might be the best thing for me. Other things involve like fashion and all these other things that I haven't even been able to participate in a long time because I was unemployed. And now all of a sudden I'm like, but technically I can afford this, but if I buy that, then I can't do my savings plan. So it's just been like that instant gratifications versus long-term investment or long-term plan or sticking to the plan. So I would say that's been the hardest part of about saving. Another hard part about saving is that the minute I decided to start hardcore saving is the minute that I lost two of my clients. And I'm just so tired of talking about lost clients, because I should be focusing on getting more clients or actually enjoying this time, not being as busy as I usually was. It's just been, I can't see anything except the gap in my income. And I just feel like it's just been really hard trying to close that gap, even with Fiverr and Upwork combined. I've also been doing a lot of extra classes, and they've somehow become really, really exhausting. And I think it's because I travel to have my extra classes, and I would love an option where people come to me, or where we can keep the classes completely online. So that's what I'm working towards. And in order to solve that particular problem, I've moved away from one-on-one classes to group classes starting at this September. And I'm quite excited about that, because I feel like maybe if the money is better, then maybe all of this just won't seem that bad. And that's also supposed to remedy the problem that I'm having, which is just having that gap in my earning potential. I think what I wish I did better in my 20s was to just save a bit of money at a time. But now that I think about it, I would have probably used it when I was in distress. But my mom recently had a payout from a tiny savings account that she started right after she started working in the 1980s. And that money really went a long way now. Basically, it was just like a pay and look away type of a thing that she did for over 30 years. And that money came in handy now when it was such a stressful time for our family. So I really wish I could do that. I've also been looking into tax-free savings accounts also. And I recently started one, but it's not a scheduled payment type of a thing. It's more of a once off, and I'll come back to you when I can. But I just feel better that I've opened it, and once I return, like it just will be there for me. So there's just been a lot happening, but it's just been the hardest period of my life regarding this, because I just feel like it's something I've never done before. It's something that requires a big sacrifice all at the same time. And it's such a critical time for me mentally and emotionally, because I just feel like I finally just got that balance back. into my life, and it's just hard to not be able to reward yourself or do stuff that makes you happy, because all of these things cost money. Before, well, I'm looking into passive income, but before, I think I put myself in a box and I told myself that it can only happen through these avenues. But now I'm open to other possibilities of passive income that will, I'm hoping, will reward me in the long term. So we'll just have to see how that goes. But I'll tell you guys about that if it does work. Because right now I feel like I'm just trying different things to see what will work for me. And I'm really proud of myself for even doing that, because in my 20s, I was so afraid to try things. And now I'm just like, even if I tried a little bit, like dip my toe in the pool, in the water or whatever, that's exactly what I'm gonna do, just to see if something is for me or not. Rather than completely dismiss it just because I don't know or I'm not sure if it is gonna work out or it's not gonna work out. It's not nice for things to keep failing sometimes, but I do think that it helps you with the elimination process of, is this for me, it's not for me. If you fail in something that you like, you know that you must come back to it to try again. But if you don't know if you would have succeeded had you tried something, that's something completely different as well. I wish I could kind of like start some sort of a challenge, and unfortunately right now I don't know. I mean, there's lots of them on TikTok that you can join. I've seen a 10 rand savings challenge, I've seen a 20 rand savings challenge. Basically the point of all of them, I think, is just to start with any amount. That's why I'm saying that I'm kind of proud that I started my tax-free savings account, even though I can't make monthly payments on it right now. But um I don't know. Something unexpected that did happen now is that I had a skin biopsy done, which was an unexpected cost that's not covered by my medical aid. um so that completely took the rails off of the plans that I had for August. But you can always recover. That's why you have 30 days to recover, right? And so going forward, starting from the end of August, I just want to get back to my original plan. But this time around, I have to have an emergency fund, because I've been ignoring this advice from Dave Ramsey forever. But after what happened, I realized that he's absolutely right. Like, and I thought that because he said it must be $1,000, so $1,000, like 18,000 rand, there's just no way. But I think for me, realistically, a 3,000 rand emergency fund might be appropriate, and that's what I'm gonna start with at the end of August. Then, regarding the rest of the year, which is only 4 months, can you believe it? So there are 4 months left for the year, which means that if I save properly, I can actually afford a car by December if I wanted to. But I wanna save up as high as I possibly can to keep my installments really, really low. And even a car itself, it must have an emergency fund. What if you run into a nail? What if someone bumps you? All these other things, that must also have its own emergency fund. The worst thing you can do is buy a car where all you can afford is the installment. What about the insurance? What about, all these other things that comes with? So that's all things that need to be planned for. And the more I think about it, the more I'm thinking, is everything just too expensive, or is my salary just 1 rand? Because it just feels like I can't afford anything. But at the same time, where's your money going? You know what I mean? I don't know if we should talk about savings or anything like that here on my channel, but honestly I just feel like that's all that's been circulating in my brain for the past month and a half, and I do want to hold myself accountable. So if you know about any savings tips that you can give me, please let me know. But right now, this is how it's going, and I don't know where it is going because yeah, it's just hard to save. And I know that sounds like an excuse, but every single person that I've watched on Dave Ramsey's the debt free scream, they had so many jobs, and I feel like it's just easier in America. Am I wrong? They just had so many jobs that they were doing in order to make as much income for the household as they possibly could. I remember this one guy, he was a personal trainer, and then he had a 9 to 5. I mean, that's just a lot. Like, I would do anything to make an extra income. Even today, I was thinking about Mr. D, because this guy showed up to deliver my Mr. D order the other day. and he had a really nice car. And I'm thinking, like, do you even need to do Mr. D if you have a car like this? And that's kind of like the conditioning that we have here, like that if you have a certain car, then you have all the money in the world. But clearly, this person is making extra money, still holding on to whatever they have, but they are just paying off their debt faster, with that extra income. And that's what I want to do. Like, whatever I can do just to keep the ball rolling, I'm more than willing to do. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll do a savings challenge. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see how. Yeah, I think maybe I need to give myself 30 days just to prepare, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah. But anyway, if I do decide to do it, I'll give you my full plan so that we can be a community over here doing it together. Yeah, I don't know. But I do believe that we're not meant to live in debt. Like, that's just crazy. We're not meant to live with installments for the rest of our lives. Like, that's not practical. But yeah. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll see you guys later. Bye.